And welcome back to the Hot Lap. We are asking, does M Sport have, at least in their rally team, a pay driver problem? Now, I imagine at this point, some of you are nodding your head, and yes, they probably do. But let's have a look. This is from motorsport.com, the most recent news article about M Sport. So it's likely to expand. It's World Rally Champion. It's World Rally Championship entries at selected events, kind of like they did last year, after securing, obviously, their full-time drivers, Gregor Munster and Josh McLaren, to full-time drives for 2025. The Ford squad once again opted for what is a youthful lineup, retaining services of Munster following his first full-time campaign last year. Well, Irish rising star McLaren makes the leap from Rally 2 machinery. Now, last month, the team confirmed the pair are going to contest a full season behind the wheel of a Ford Rally Puma 1, following the departure, sadly, of Adrian Formeau, who I don't think was a paid driver, nor was Otanic before him, but there we go. I'm happy with our driver lineup, said Richard Milner. It's going to be a challenge. Yes, it certainly is going to be a challenge this year, and we have to be very realistic as to what is achievable. He said the goal is to stay in the championship. That was the key thing, which is harder than it has ever been before. And losing Adrian was obviously a massive blow, but we have to live with that. The goal was to find two drivers to allow us to continue. The goal was always to keep Gregor in the car for a few seasons, money, to give him a chance to develop. It's hard to keep this with a straight face, but so having a second year with him is great, but it will come with pressure, as he will be seen I'm not offended. He will be seen as the number one, and there's a reason why with that comes exception, but that is external, not internal. He says we want to see him continue from how he finished last year. Yes, to be fair, he had a really good last year, which was steady in competitive times, and Josh has got the biggest challenge of everybody, so the approach of being very sensible will be key. I'm hoping Josh does good. He said, I think having two youngsters gaining knowledge with no pressure can be a nice team environment and can help us moving forward. Now, while Unsport has locked in those two entries for 2025, it's run part-time entries at selected rounds in each of the last three seasons, which the team is planning to continue. It's expected privateer Jordan Serderedis, I'm terrible with names. He will make further appearances. Now, when asked about fielding more cars, Milner added, our target is to field more than two cars on selected events. Good. However, another candidate is Martin Sesks. Yes, the man that I think we all wanted to have a full-time driver. He impressed during outings in Poland, Latvia and Chile for the team last year, nearly getting a podium. But that's something that Monster's never done, nearly getting a podium. The performances put Sess firmly on M Sport's radar for 2025, which is good. But there was some controversy, not necessarily about Gregor Monster. They're about the other driver. WRC team's paid driver sparked massive criticism. Now the team boss responds to blunt the critics. So M Sport's decision to select Josh McLaren as one of their drivers for the upcoming season has sparked confusion and criticism. He's an example of a paid driver, meaning he was not highly sold for his driving skills, according to Rally Journal, but brings financial backing to the team. Motorsport Ireland's Rally Academy is financially supporting McLaren in participation in next season's WRC. But it is the Rally Academy. It's not like a massive sponsor or his parents so far. But goes for many M Sports choice has been both surprising and disappointing. Many assumed it's going to be Latvian's own Martin Sess, as did I/hope. Chris told me it wasn't going to be and ruined my Christmas, sort of. But he, my friend Chris, he likes rally. You may know him. Who delivered promising performances in the main WRC class. He did amazing. Let's be honest. At times, even better than Formeau. Many argue that Sess can earn his spot. Yes, he did, based on his merit, whereas the 25-year-old McLaren's credentials are comparatively modest. Yeah, they probably are. But over the past few years, McLaren has gained experience in the WRC 2 category, initially driving for Hyundai and more recently for Skoda. While driving for Skoda, he achieved his best career result to date, finishing second in the WRC2 class. I mean, fair play. In Portugal, you got to have some talent to do that. Now, M Sports team principal Richard Milner, however, insists the team has made the right decision, but of course he will. It is going to be a huge challenge for Josh, we all know that, but if an opportunity like this arises, it would have been crazy for him not to have seized it, for the simple reason it may never happen again, Milner told the Telegraph. Milner, who has closely worked with many top drivers during his career, including Loeb and OJ, both of whom together hold 17 WRC titles. He's confident about McLaren's potential. I hope he is. I'm confident we can help Josh progress over the course of the year. He said there's no exceptions or pressure on him. The WRC has long faced concerns over how to bring new drivers into the championship. While M Sport has now introduced a newcomer, this move has not pleased everyone, something that clearly frustrates Milner. He said the World Rally Championship keeps screaming out for opportunities. Yeah, and this one, he makes an absolutely fantastic point for young talent. And when that's fulfilled, people like to moan about it. You cannot win. Yes, agreed. He said M Sport Ford is all about giving people opportunities, and we are delighted to work with Josh. McLaren will drive for M Sport in all 14 rounds, he said. He will form M Sport's driver pairing with Munster. The new WRC season, as we know, kicks off in January. Now, okay, yes, was it disrespectful that I laughed the fact that Munster's number one? Yeah, it was. I'm sorry. The but is Munster's number one. I mean, just have a look at this, okay? Adrian Fourmont, he finished 5th last year with 162 points. Well done. Not bad. And you go down to 8th, 46, 162, 46 for Munster, 162 for Formo. Sami Pajari, the part-timer, albeit in a Toyota. He's driving full-time. Just 2 points behind Gregor Munster, as is Danny Saudet. Martin Sess, who drove a couple, has half the points of Munster, but obviously only contended, I think, in 3 in the same car. Munster had the entire 13 rallies. I rest my case. So if you would like to see more, please give us a subscribe. But look, I'm honest. If I'm honest, just watching this video is more than enough for me. So thank you very much. We are not worthy. And I really, really appreciate the fact that you've just watching it. If you made it to the end, that is amazing. If you want to do a bit more, give us a like. If you're already subscribed, hit that notification button. And we will no doubt speak to you soon. And one more thing, stay safe and thank you very much.